welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Valerie, if you've never been here before, and I'm so glad to have you here today, because we're doing a very special video today, guys. There has been a tag going around in the wax community, and the tag is why wax? Why did you choose wax? The tag was started by Michelle at Memories and Melts. So thank you, Michelle, for starting this. This has been really fun. I have been really enjoying watching everybody's videos and seeing, you know, how people kind of got into wax and what their story is and getting to know people a little bit better. And I think this is a great way for us to do that. So, Michelle, that's an awesome idea. Thank you so much. Also, guys, I'm going to be linking everybody's channel that I speak about today down in the description box. So make sure you check everybody's channels out and their videos, okay? Because it's been really, really awesome to hear everybody's story and get to know everybody a little bit better. It's been a lot of fun. Okay, so the person who tagged me, which I was like shocked, I didn't even expect to get tagged, because I'm fairly new to the wax community. I've had my channel for a while, but it wasn't always like based on wax. So I'll get into that here in a little bit. So the person who tagged me was Erika Kane from Erika Makes Sense. And Erika is the owner of Second and Spruce. If you guys don't know, Second and Spruce Handcrafted. Let me see. Let me look here. Yes, Second and Spruce Handcrafted Co. Erika and Slade Kane are the owners. And so she texted me. She still has, she has her channel, and I love to watch her channel because she not only talks about her wax, but she also talks talks about other waxes too, and that's very, very interesting. And I think that's commend her for that, because I think that's really great. Because a lot of times when people get their own business, they kind of get caught up on just marketing their products, and they don't do anything really about, you know, other vendors or other wax companies or other companies. So I think that's really neat that she does that. So Erika, thank you so much for tagging me. It meant the world to me, actually. I kind of was like, oh my gosh. So thank you so much. Okay, guys, let's get into it, I guess. I'm not very open about a lot of things in my life. I mean, some things I am and some things I'm not. Sometimes this type of video might be kind of difficult for me to open up, but I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to try and go from there. So, why wax? That's a big question. The main thing, I got to thinking. I took several days to think about this, and I couldn't come up with just one answer. So there's, I think, a buildup of how I became involved in wax. So, like going back to when I was growing up and so forth, we didn't have a lot of wax in my home. I mean, we had like candles in case of emergencies, power outages, and stuff like that. But there was not a lot of scented like wax in our home. There wasn't like potpourri in our home. There was like cleaning products, you know, we clean and have, you know, Lysol, air freshener and stuff like that. But that's about it, you know. I mean, laundry soap and that kind of stuff. But I mean, as far as having home fragrance, we really didn't have that in our home. I kind of got into home fragrance once I moved out of my parents' house and got out on my own. And then potpourri was like the big thing then. And this was back in the 80s. Okay, guys. You know, yeah, I'm old. Okay, I know, I'm old. So this is back in the 80s. I got, you know, back then we had like a potpourri pot, and it was just like a little pot, ceramic pot, and then it was like about that deep, and some of them had like pretty little flowers on it or whatever. It was decorated really nice, painted and everything. And then you had like a metal stand that was, you know, that went underneath it that held a tea light candle. So you put your tea light on there and you light it up, and then you'd put your potpourri, and then you put water, like hot, like water in with the potpourri, and then it would heat. And then as the water it would kind of release scent into the air. And so back then, even we didn't even have a lot of different scents of potpourri. It was like basically cinnamon and apple. And if you got a different scent and you warm it, most of the time it smelled like cinnamon and apple. So it was very, very limited. So I did use that for several years in my home, and it does scent nicely. It did scent nicely. And then somewhere down the road, I think I worked with somebody that one of their kids had they were selling stuff, they earned money, or they earned money to raise money for like something in their school, things. Sometimes like it's athletic equipment, and sometimes it's a trip or whatever. So fundraiser, that's what I'm trying to think. It was a fundraiser, and they had like home interior candles, and they were like little octagonal candles. They weren't very big, maybe that big, and in jars. And I remember I got the scent mulberry, and I thought, I'm going to try that. So I got the mulberry. I think I got a couple of them. I can't remember the other scents. And took it home. It was just like one wick little candle thing. And got it and started warming those. And I thought, oh my gosh, I really loved them. So then anytime anybody had like a fundraiser for their kid, I always looked to see if it was, one of the home interiors. And if it was, I really, really tried to get the candles and so forth. And then, I don't know if it was like later down the road in life. I think it was. Home interiors, they started having like consultants, and people were starting to have like home parties. So a friend of mine was having a party and invited me. So I went to the home interior party, and I bought tons of those candles because I loved them so much. I was like, oh my gosh, yes. So I got a bunch of those candles and kept using the candles. And from time to time, I would see candles here and there. Wax melts wasn't like a thing yet. So it was basically candles or potpourri. So, anyway, so fast forwarding down the road after home interiors, and Party Light came out. And this was soon after I purchased my first home. And I decided I had a Party Light. I held a Party Light party. And they came out with the big 3-wick candles. I think they were like one of the first companies that came out with the big 3-wick candles. And they were like $39, $39.95 for this big honking 3-wick candle. And back then I thought that was expensive for a candle. So I had a party, and I earned, a bunch and so I ended up getting like 3 of the big 3-wick candles because that's what I wanted. And I love those candles. I really did. And I warmed them and, burned them and loved them. Absolutely loved them. I can't even remember what scents I got. I think one was gingerbread. Yes, one was gingerbread. And I think they had a mulberry scent too that I went ahead and grabbed. And loved that. And so, yeah, that's kind of started my candle thing. And about that time, I think Bath and Body Works had been in business for a while, but I didn't really know anything about like Bath and Body Works too much. So a friend of mine took me out there one time, and I was like, oh, this is really a cool store. It was a fairly new store in our area. So I kind of started getting into Bath and Body Works kind of off and on, but they really weren't like big on the candle things at that point, or at least I didn't realize it, that if they were. And so just as time went on, I just tried different things in my home, Then, some like retail stores started carrying wax melts, and that started becoming like all the rage is, getting wax warmers and wax melts. And I kind of dabbled with those off and on, that and candles and that kind of stuff. So then I moved out here. I built this house and moved here. And decided to start a YouTube channel. And I had been watching a lot of YouTube channels, and mainly a lot of unboxings. and like clothing and makeup and those kind of unboxings and get ready with me's. And I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with the channel, but I decided, I just jumped in. I'm like, we're doing it. So I jumped in. I think my first video I did was from Nadine West, which is an online clothing subscription service. And I still am doing those. Now I'm an affiliate or an ambassador for Nadine West. So I started doing those. I did Stitch Fix, and there was a lot of other companies that some of them went out of business that I absolutely loved for clothing. I did BoxyCharm for makeup. I did Ipsy. I did all kinds of stuff. I even did some jewelry ones, and I just was doing a lot of different ones. And then in between times where I couldn't afford to get any products to show, because everything I had to pay for, then, and I still do, except for basically my Nadine West. But back then, I was making all this money, so it was kind of hard sometimes. So in between times, I was trying to find the different. So I did a few Get Ready With Me's, and I did some cooking stuff on here. Anything I kind of thought, okay, maybe we could try that and get some feedback and so forth and everything. And then I kind of started doing a lot of Bath and Body Works stuff because I found out that they had a lot of sales, and that I could get the rewards and get free products and those kind of things. So I joined that, the rewards program, and I started really, doing a lot of unboxings and showcasing of Bath and Body Works, which I didn't have any much products at that point of theirs. And then by watching, other people's videos, I realized there was a big deal with their candles. So I started checking out their candles and getting candles and trying those and everything, and I loved them. So then I kind of went to Walmart and got candles and was, checking them out. And then I found out Aldi's had candles. So I started going to my local Aldi stores and getting candles there. And I see they also had wax melts. So I kind of grabbed some wax melts, and I only had, I think, at that point, I think I had maybe 3 warmers in my whole house. And, so I grabbed some wax melts and started dabbling with them a little bit, and candles and so forth. And I just really got into it hot and heavy. I just started really, really loving them. And so then I come across some videos about Scentsy. And I had heard about Scentsy for years and years and years. I went to like bingo parties where they have I don't know how to describe it, but like these bingo party things. And there was always a vendor for Scentsy. There was always a Scentsy consultant there. There was at the local fair, somebody always has a booth out there that has Scentsy products. And I knew they did wax, but I just didn't know exactly, why everybody went so nuts over Scentsy. And so I got curious, and I decided, I want to check it out. So I started checking out some people's videos and so forth. And then I decided, I'm going to become a consultant. I've never tried their products, and they sound good. So let's just jump in head first, which I'm never like that. I normally am very cautious and think things over, and, a year later I rethink it again. But this time I didn't. I thought, I'm just going to jump in, try it. The kit wasn't a whole lot of money. I'm going to just jump into it and try it and see what happens. And that was a little over a year ago. And I think it was one of the best things I've ever done in my life. Absolutely, guys. I have had so much fun. And at that point, my channel actually kind of started gearing more towards Scentsy. There's just so much content with Scentsy. So there's always new things coming out. There's always, new catalogs coming out. Bring Back My Bars are always coming out. Bricks are coming out. New products, new scents, and it's just tons and tons of stuff constantly happening. And it's really hard to keep up on everything. And that's, not even talking about warmers and events and that kind of stuff too. There's just so much. Plus, I got hooked up with somebody that was close. It's in my same town that I signed up underneath. So I have a local sponsor. And then I got into the Facebook groups, you know, and so forth. So with them, and then I just kept kind of going and started watching everybody's videos and commenting and that kind of stuff. Started doing my own videos, and it's just been fun. It has been so much fun, and I've enjoyed it so much. And the more I got into it, the more I loved it. And I love home fragrance. I love coming home after a hard day's work, and you know, get my warmers turned on and start smelling the wonderful fragrance through my home. And I get to choose what my house smells like, you know. I get to choose if I want a fruity scent. I get to choose if I want it to smell bakery or if I want some floral, you know. And that's really, really nice. And scent is so important. People do not realize how important scent is, because you can smell things and it does, you know, remind you of things. You have scent memories that are, you know, established for your whole life. And not only scent memories, but they can alter your mood. They can alter your emotion and your mood and how you're feeling. They can help with your health. There's just so many things that scent actually offers you, you know, and it's amazing. And the thing that really gets me is how scent differs from one person to the other person. You know, you take one fragrance and one person's, you know, will comment on several things about it and other will comment totally different about it. And I love that. And I guess I never just ever thought about, you know, sense of smell is so different and in personal to each person. And that's great too. And I love to hear everybody's comments and opinions and what they get from certain scents. I love to listen to everybody. I really, really do. So that's basically, guys, how I got into the scent field. Also, you know, since I've been in Scentsy the last couple months, I've actually started diving into vendor wax, and I'm enjoying that. I enjoy learning new things and learning about vendors, learning how that whole process works, and same with Scentsy. I learned all that, you know. So it's just been, I love, you know, that kind of challenge. Plus, my skills as a YouTuber has really greatly improved from when I started my channel. That it's wonderful. When I first started my channel, I just barely knew the basics. I mean, I didn't even really know the basics. I just kind of was winging it and trying to get it to work, and I don't know how I got things working, and I don't know how I figured things out, but I did along the way. And so now, guys, in the beginning, I never edited anything because I didn't know how. I can do a little bit of editing now, and not tons of it, but I can do some of it with the help of some great software that helps me out. But yeah, and that's been a wonderful challenge too, and it's been a lot of fun learning those things too along the way. So it's just been a lot of fun stuff. Another reason I wanted to start my YouTube channel to begin with, and now that I want to keep it going and everything, is because I'm getting older, you know, and someday I'm going to retire, and I don't want to be a retiree that doesn't have anything to do, that doesn't have anything to look forward to in life at the point of retirement. I want to be someone that is active and that has some interests and hobbies, and that have a reason to get up in the morning, and that brings me enjoyment and brings me a lot of fun. So that's another reason that I wanted to do this as well. And that's another reason I love wax, because it brings me all those things. And the wax community is just amazing. I kind of got to know some of the, you know, unboxing. You know, I was kind of in the unboxing type community for a while, and people didn't reach out to you and weren't as friendly as what they are in the wax community. So I did experience some other communities, and out of all of them, so far, the wax community has been great. I've met some wonderful people, subscribers, other YouTubers, other Scentsy consultants, vendors. I've met some wonderful, great people that are very kind and generous and supportive. And I really think the wax community is more supportive than any other community I have seen on YouTube. And I think that it's really, really wonderful that we can be on here and be friends and help each other, and instead of tearing each other down and stabbing people, each other in the back. Those things are not good for anybody. And this is a positive place to be on YouTube. And I just love it so much. And I love all the people that I have met and become friends with. And I don't know what else to say. That's just been wonderful. So that is my why wax and how it all started and so forth. And it wasn't probably very exciting, but that's how it all started for me. And I'm glad it did. And I'm going to continue. I really love this. So now I'm supposed to tag 3 people. Well, that's kind of a hard feat because there's been a lot of people already tagged. So I kind of been through people's channels looking to see if they've posted videos. So I did come up with 3 people that I'm going to tag. And I hope that they've not been tagged already. So the first person is April Lee Wax Queen. April from April Lee Wax Queen. I love her channel. She's, I think, from California. I love her channel. She does Scentsy. She's doing some vendor wax. And she's just a sweetheart. She's just a really, really nice lady. And I enjoy watching her so much. She's always very positive and perky and happy. And I love that about her. So, I'm tagged. So you're it. I'm tagging you, girl. You're it. April. Okay? And I'm not sure if the next person has been tagged or not. I did not see a video. Don't remember seeing anybody tag her or not. So I went ahead and tagged her. And it is, I think it's Angie from Kentucky Waxy Girl. So Kentucky Waxy Girl, you're it. I'm tagging you. We want to know why waxed from you too. And then the last person is Mallory with Melting with Mallory. I love her channel as well. I love all 3 of their channels. I really do. And they are just, I love hearing everybody's input. I love to see what people get. I love to see people's collections, and I love to see their empties and what they've been warming, and I love all that kind of stuff. So, April Lee, Wax Queen, April, and I think is it Angie? I'm sorry if it's not. Kentucky Waxy Girl, and Melting with Mallory. So, those are my 3 that I'm tagging, and I learned how to recently tag. Yeah, and once again, I wanted to thank Michelle for starting this. This has been fun. And I wanted to thank Erika Kane for tagging me. I really do appreciate it. And I'm very honored. So, and I'm honored to be part of the wax community. And you all rock. You all are amazing. All right. So I'm going to get off of here. You guys have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend. And I love you guys so, so very much. Okay. See you next time.